Alright, so the first step you're going to have to take to set up your new store is to actually register for an account with Shopify.com. So you go to Shopify.com, and now is actually the best time to do it because during the coronavirus they have extended their free trial to 90 days. Usually it's a 14-day free trial. So now in this case you've got basically 3 months to build your store and grow it and get sales before you have to even spend any money. So you've got nothing to lose right now. I highly recommend you give it a shot if you've ever thought about building a Shopify store. But first thing you want to do is click on Start Free Trial, enter some info, so just your email, password you want for your store, and the name of your store. Basic Training Shop. Now, one thing to know about this store name, you can change the store name later, but whatever you put in here, Shopify is going to use it to create a custom link for you. So it's going to create something that looks like this. If I left it Basic Training Shop, it would create something like trainingshop.myshopify.com. And your store will be accessed. You can access it there. And but what most people do is they buy a domain name and attach it to their store, and then they don't have to use this URL at all, which is what I recommend you do, since a domain name is really only $15 a year. But just keep that in mind. Whatever you type in here, they're going to create a URL that looks like this. So if I wanted to, I could take the spaces out, and that would end up creating a URL that looks like this. So if you're planning on using your My Shopify URL, which I don't know why you would, but just wanted to give you a heads up there. You can change the store name later, but it won't change the URL they create. Not that it matters, because you should buy a domain. Just giving you a heads up there. So email, password, store name, create your store. And they'll go through some steps here. And then they'll ask us some extra questions about our store and what we're doing, but the answers don't really matter, whatever you put in there. So your store's ready to go. Are you already selling? I'm not selling products yet because we're just getting started. Do you have something to sell? You say no. I'll say yes, I've got products I'll be launching soon. Revenue, you can put it if you've got a store already. Industry, we'll say clothing. Are you setting up for a client? I'll leave that unchecked and click next. Then some information about you. And you could leave that blank if you wanted. Enter my store. And this will finish your store setup. And it should place you on the Shopify admin page of your store. And here we are. So that's the first step to getting started. Just register with Shopify, and this is our store. And in the next videos I'll go through the next step. But also you can see here, Basic Training Shop /admin. This is where my store lives now. And actually, if you click on this little eye, it will take you to the front end of your store. So that was the admin panel, the back end. This is the front end of the store. This is the default store that gets created when you create an account. It's full of placeholder images and text that we'll fill in the next lessons.